Good morning, guys. It is Saturday, November 12th, 2022 at about 9:30 a.m. Make sure I don't forget to do this time. And we are in Mount Laguna. There's Cuyamaca State Park right there. In that view, you can see the peak of Stonewall, and then the peak of Cuyamaca is covered. And so we are at the Sunrise Trailhead here, as you can see. We're right on the border of Anza-Borrego State Park, which is actually the parking lot I parked in, surprisingly. Then we are walking over this highway. As soon as we cross this highway, we are on the Pacific Crest Trail, as you can see. And then if we kept going that way, we would have ended up in Cuyamaca Rancho State Park. So this is like an apex of Mount Laguna Recreational Area, Pacific Crest Trail, Anza-Borrego State Park, and Cuyamaca Rancho State Park, all at the same place. It's cold today. It's actually chillier than I expected. It's only 40 degrees right now. I am chillier than I want to be, if I'm being honest with you. And yeah, so this is going to be our day. It's going to be chilly. We're going to have a light hike today because I hurt my knee playing hockey this week. Although I do heal quickly, that's the only reason I'm going out at all today. But I'm going to do a shorter hike than, although it's still going to be 10 miles, so most people would still think it's probably a bit long. Oh, be right back. Forgot my phone. I always forget something, don't I? See you guys in a little bit. Hey guys, just want to get this. You can see there's a PCT camper down there, still in their tent. I just passed a PCT hiker as well. They're from here, they're about 55 to 60 miles from being finished. Everybody you see hiking the PCT at this time of year in this area is going southbound. Nobody's going to start a northbound PCT hike this time of year. No way. I'm actually a little warmer than expected. Nice little day right on the trail. But yeah, so I'm a little warmer than expected. I'm wearing I've got my icebreaker merino wool gloves, very thin layer, and I've got my Mountain Hardwear air mesh, and then a sun hoodie on under it, although the sun hoodie is really no warmth at all. The air mesh I thought would be way too cold because it breathes so much and it's windy, but I'm actually not too cold. That's pretty nice. The only thing that's really cold is my face, but that's really only because I haven't been in cold weather in a year, really. I mean, we were in cold weather in Bryce, but we didn't hike in it, really. We just got out of the car, took some pictures, got back in. So this is really my first time in real cold weather this year, and being exposed to it for an extended period of time. 40's chilly, I don't care where you are. It's not cold, but it's chilly, and especially when you're not used to anything lower than like 55, 60, 65. You definitely feel it. But I know I'm a sissy. Living in San Diego has made me a sissy for cold weather. See you guys. Pretty amazing, guys. I've got some sun on me now, and I just went uphill a little bit. It's funny how I went from being chilly to being overheated that quickly. Look at that though, man. I love how you can just see it turn from green to brown, going into the desert like that. how low this layer of clouds is too. It's like almost even with me. Not much higher than me. That looks cool. Just having a good time, doing a great job, and my knee feels great. I was a little worried, but you know, about a little under 3.5 miles in, and I feel great so far. So it's over a third should be done. Or I guess just about a third should be done. Oop. How about that guy? I'll tell you what's really funny is I'm hiking with an actual day pack today. I have my REI trail like 25 or something, and I never hike with a backpack this light. I have like 2 liters of water, I have a few snacks, and I have a sit pad in case I decide to stop and eat lunch and want to sit on a rock or something. So my backpack weighs just about nothing, and I'm just not used to that. So it's very fun. I feel like I can just run all day with this. Not bad view though, man. So in the background there, the peaks in the distance, you can see both Garnett and Monument Peaks right next to each other from here. That's cool. I'm just gonna keep this on until I get through here, because it looks like I'm gonna have a really nice open view in a second. I think that's Granite Mountain, by the way. I looked it up on my phone. I think that's Granite Mountain. It's only 5,600 feet, and I feel like I need to conquer that. But it is an amazing view. So in the distance there, you can see San Jacinto, just barely through the clouds. How about that view though? Wow. It's amazing. Well, leaving the PCT, guys. We are on a truck trail / road. Sucks. And making good progress, but we are starting to feel it in my knee, and I don't want to say I'm regretting the amount that I've chosen to do today, but I think I would have been better served doing a little less. So, but I'm about halfway right now, maybe even more than halfway. And yeah. That'd be a good lunch spot if I was hungry for lunch. What a beautiful day. We're getting there. So I'm a little disappointed. I had planned on taking an out from this trail to make my way shorter, because if you look at the map, it looks like there is basically a connector from this trail to the PCT that's way down there. And when I looked at the map and saw that, so that was kind of my plan the whole time, was this was a good trail to do because I can do the whole thing, or if my knee started to hurt like it does now, I could just get an early out. Well, turns out that was not an actual trail, so I'm stuck taking the whole 10 miles. And 10 miles is normally, a breeze for me, but now that I'm hiking with a bad knee, 10 miles seems more than I need to be doing. It's my own fault, but it doesn't change the fact that I wish I could do a little less. Still got great views. Still looking at Granite Mountain there, and then Whale Peak there, and then way off in the distance, San Jacinto. So that's the road where I came from. This little turnout area and some rocks and bricks and stuff. That's cool. And this is where I joined the trail again, the PCT. That's where I went down before. I'm now just completing the loop. And now I just have the back to my car. I did the out, the loop, and now the back. So I should have about a little over 3 miles left. Won't be too bad. Closed area. Let me go in here, PCT. See you guys. So I just want to show this. It's really interesting how the clouds are. This shows why the desert is so dry and why we have a national forest here. And it's because you can see right there, that line of clouds. Following that line right there. This is where the moisture comes and it just dies right out the mountains. Doesn't go over them, and then it's just sun over the desert for the most part. No rain in those clouds. There might be some rain in these clouds here. I felt some drizzles already today, which is not on the forecast, but I guess you have to be prepared for that when you're on mountains. I know. The sun's coming out right now on me. See you guys. Well, I just stopped, had a little bit of lunch. Hope I don't have peanut butter on my beard. I might, but so I have just a little bit left. Probably about a mile left if I could guess, maybe even less, or a little more. And yeah, so it's been great. Feeling good. Knees feeling stiff, but not bad. Just stiff. Well, we leave PCT and we head to Sunrise Highway where we're parked. How about that view right there of the clouds now starting to leave? As you can tell, the clouds have left this area for the most part, and they're now leaving Cuyamaca. It's the first view I've had of that peak all day. Spider web right here. Sorry, spider. Alright. Well, I'm not gonna go ahead and turn this on when I get to the parking lot because it's right there. But it's been a pleasure, guys. We've gone about 10 miles, almost exactly, and it's been a good day. We did it quickly. With a lunch stop, we did it in about 3.5 hours. My knee is feeling stiff, but not in a lot of pain, which is good. And yeah, so this next weekend we're going to be backpacking. We may come back here. We're going to do something in the Mount Laguna area, PCT area up here, but we'll see. See you guys.